What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. There was a lot of pressure on the Dallas Mavericks this offseason to try to get some help for Luka Doncic, and it's not like they've gotten a third all-star, but to me, their offseason has been very, very underrated. So today, after they went ahead and signed and traded for Grant Williams yesterday, and I've also offered Matisse Thybulle an offer sheet, we're going to jump into 2K today and do a new look Dallas Mavericks Rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. YouTube tells me that 60% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed, so if you do fall into that 60%, want to change that, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for that. But let's talk about everything that the Mavericks have done this offseason, man. They've had, like I said, a pretty underrated offseason. So the first thing that literally just happened yesterday, they did a sign and trade for Grant Williams. There were some rumors about the Mavericks being interested in Grant Williams and Matisse Thybulle, and they're trying to get both. So we didn't think that'd be the case. We thought maybe they'd get one or the other with the MLE. They signed and trade for Grant Williams and currently have offered Matisse Thybulle the MLE an offer sheet. Now, as I'm recording this, there's been no decision on whether or not the Portland Trailblazers will match this contract. So for this video, this might not age very well. I have him on the Mavericks for now. So if he does end up getting matched, then I guess this is what could have been, right? So I do have him here. I don't know whether Portland Blazers will match it or Trailblazers will match it or not, to be honest. I have a feeling they will, but I'm not fully confident in it. I have no clue. So, and then the other things they've done, obviously, they brought in Rashawn Holmes on draft night. They drafted Derek Lively and also got Olivier Maximus Prosper. So very underrated offseason, along with Seth Curry as well. I forgot to mention that. So a lot of good additions to this team. So if we look at the rotation as it currently is constructed, this is what 2K has it going into this year. So it's Luka, Kyrie, Hardaway, Grant Williams. So I agree with this four right here. Tim Hardaway, Kyrie, and Luka. That's fine. I would love to get rid of Tim Hardaway as our starting three. I just don't think I want to keep him here, but we'll see. Grant Williams is our starting four. I love. McGee is definitely not being our starting five. They might even still trade this guy this offseason. There have been a lot of rumors circling around him. We'll see. Jaden Hardy, Josh Green as their two first guys off the bench. I absolutely love. You got Matisse Thybulle, like I said, and then Seth Curry and Dwight Powell. But we're probably going to have to run a 10-man rotation because I don't know whether or not the backup five will be Holmes or Dwight Powell. Not totally sure. As we know, obviously, Rashawn Holmes was getting DNPs in Sacramento, so I don't know if he'll be utilized in Dallas or not. That remains to be seen. But we shall see what happens there. But I do want to fix this rotation. First thing I want to do is, someone's told me in the past to do this, so I'm going to do it today. I'll move Luka to shooting guard because it goes up to a 99, and then Kyrie actually goes up a point guard. So I'm going to swap those two around. That's the first step. So the next step for me is, like I said, this starting five is fine, other than I don't want JaVale McGee to start. I'm honestly just going to throw Derek Lively in there right away. I mean, I don't see why we shouldn't. We might as well. Do we want Dwight Powell or Rashawn Holmes to be our backup five is the question. I guess since Dwight Powell is the better overall and he's been in Dallas, I'll have him here. Not really sure what the plan is with Rashawn Holmes, if he'll get minutes or not. I mean, like I said, he got DNPs in Sacramento. Not sure what the plan is there. But I think this is going to be the five we roll with. So it's Kyrie, Luka, Hardaway, Grant Williams, Derek Lively, Jaden Hardy, Josh Green, Matisse Thybulle, and Seth Curry with Dwight Powell off the bench as well. The other thing I want to do is I want to go to the mentorship programs because I low-key want, they already have Josh Green getting mentored by Tim Hardaway, which I like. But I low-key want to be able to put Maximus Prosper in the rotation at some point. If we could put him in, I might actually find a spot for him this year, honestly. Or at least maybe after the trade deadline. So I'll have him mentored by like Maxi Kleba or something. Claymore, it's only one badge, but that's fine. And then Derek Lively will be mentored by JaVale McGee. I think that's kind of a perfect match. So we'll go something like this if I can find McGee. There he is. Let's go Rise Up, Pogo Stick, and Box Out Beast or something like that. So Lively can be mentored by JaVale McGee, and I think that should be fine. So, listen, this season, there's definitely a chance we stop at the trade deadline because I want to be able to do more with this roster. The team is off to a good start, but there are some salaries we can use in a trade. I want to be able to get Maximus Prosper some minutes eventually, but right now, I just don't know who I would take off because I don't like running 11-man rotations. That just seems too much. But proficiency, it is a 3.5 perimeter centric. Love to see it. It would be 3.5 balance instead. I mean, yes, we can. Lively isn't a great fit, but obviously he's kind of a 72 overall at this point, so that's to be expected. Obviously, guys, potentially at the deadline or in the playoffs, depending on how things are going, but hopefully we're clicking on all cylinders, then this team is doing well, but we shall see. Well, we are stopped at the trade deadline, and things are not going very well whatsoever. We're 18-38 on the season. Literally so bad, it's not even funny. We're 20 games under 500. I mean, I expected a little bit more than this, but yeah, I'm pretty disappointed with what's going on so far. There's no incentive for us to be this bad, so it's not like I'm going to be like, okay, let's just trade everybody and tank. No, that's not going to be the case because we don't even own our pick this offseason. For sure goes to the Knicks, so that's kind of an issue there, let alone, you know, obviously being this bad. So I do have a guy in mind that I want to bring in. He just signed a contract with Portland, so it's another guy. I'm kind of looking at maybe bringing in Jeremy Grant as our 4 at this point. I mean, we need help apparently. So $13 million we probably should be able to get to with Tim Hardaway, and then let's say we threw in Rashawn Holmes' contract, and then we give them like a first-round pick or something. I don't know what first the Mavericks can offer. I know they've traded some first in the past, but let's say it's Hardaway, Rashawn Holmes, and a 2026 unprotected for Jeremy Grant. I think we sign up for this and we get Jeremy Grant on the roster. So that's one addition we needed, probably a lot. And now I'm probably going to move Grant to the 3 or Grant Williams, either one. So we'll have both Grants be our starting forward. So Grant goes down. I think Jeremy Grant actually goes up if you move him to the 3. Yeah, so I guess Jeremy Grant will be our starting forward because I do want to start Grant Williams and Jeremy Grant together still. They are starting Dwight Powell, so Derek Lively gets kicked out of the rotation, which I feel terrible about. But I guess I'll have Dwight Powell start over Derek Lively. I guess we can do something like that. I mean, we're 20 games under 500, so the odds of us turning this season around are probably very slim. But whatever, it is what it is at this point. So Kyrie, Luka, Grant, and then Dwight Powell, Hardy, Josh Green, Thibault, Seth Curry, and Derek Lively is our rotation for the rest of the year. So yeah, kind of disappointing, but we still are acting as buyers because I can imagine Dallas would be this bad, especially with Luka. Quite surprised to see them doing this bad, to be honest with you, because Luka is usually a cheat code in 2K. But well, that's what's happening. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season where we're probably going to be a lottery team, even though we don't even own our pick, which sucks. Luka Doncic does make an All-NBA second team despite our terrible record this year. And I actually just did some research on our pick because I was like, maybe Dallas's pick is still protected. And it is. It's still top 10 protected in 2024. So technically speaking, we still have our pick. I didn't want to tank this year, but that's just kind of what happened. So 24.5 from Luka, 22 from Kyrie Irving, 16 from Jeremy Grant, 14 from Grant Williams, Jaden Hardy with 12, and then 10.5 from Josh Green, 6.5 from Seth Curry, 6 and 6, and a block from Derek Lively, and then 4 and 4 from Dwight Powell. So overall, like I said, I would love to get Derek Lively some run and be really good, but maybe him being a starter for most of the season was kind of the issue. I don't know. Let's still make the playoffs though, and let's go ahead and see what happens here. So you got the Celtics and the Hawks, and you got Grizzlies and Lakers, and you got Grizzlies and Hawks, and you got the Grizzlies going on to win the championship. So shout out to them. Udonis Haslem, Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, all those guys are retiring, and we have a lottery, which is going to be important because it does say our pick goes to the Knicks, but like I said, this pick is top 10 protected, and it's projected to be the 6th overall pick. So maybe we get some luck here and jump up into the top 4, and we can trade this pick to get Luka some help. Obviously, you could bring in a rookie, but I think I'd rather just trade this pick. Let's see what happens, and it is going to be the 7th overall pick. It's still a lottery pick, despite it not jumping in the top 4. It's still a good pick. So that pick, like I mentioned, is top 10 protected in 2024, which I was not, I was definitely sure that it wasn't, but it is according to the website I just looked up. But I think it's safe to say Jason Kidd, he needs to go. We're going to get a different head coach in here, and we'll be trying to find a trade partner with the 7th overall pick to bring even more help in for our guy, Luka Doncic. Maybe that means parting way with Kyrie as well. I don't know. There's a lot of different directions we can go in, but I want to be able to bring in a good head coach here to maximize next year. So we're going to jump into draft night, and we're going to see how the board falls, because if there's a certain player that falls me at pick 7, then I might just take the pick, but if it doesn't convey that way, then obviously we could still just pick the player, trade him later on, or we could just try to trade the pick on draft night. So let's jump in and see how it goes. So Buzelis goes number 2 to the Bulls. You got Booker going number 3. That was kind of my guy I was looking at, because the biggest thing we need on this roster is a center upgrade. I just don't know how much I can believe in Derek Lively going forward. So Robert Dillingham goes to the Spurs. Zachary goes to the Blazers. Number 5, DJ Wagner to the Pacers. And number 6, Isaiah Collier. So all the point guards are off the board, which is totally fine with me. So we could take Ron Holland. We could take Amari. We could take like Adam Mara, Alex Starr. There's a lot of different options we can go with here that gives us a young center right away, which isn't the worst idea in the world, where, you know, maybe trading the 7th pick isn't going to be the best idea because, you know, you just don't know how much. You don't get the pick in the lottery very often. So if I threw like Dwight Powell, Maxi Kleber, the 7th overall pick together, I don't know what I would be offered. So Sexton in the 1st, no thank you. Hudson, Jackson Hayes, Wendell Carter Jr., and we get pick 9. Okay, I actually like this trade a lot. So Orlando moves up, and we get pick 9 and Wendell Carter. I think that might be the trade we do. I'm so glad I looked, because that is a W trade. Or we could get Booker and Gafford, but I mean, I think we got to go with the Magic trade. We get a veteran center and Wendell Carter who could come in right away and be exactly kind of what we're looking for a little bit, give us a presence at that center position, and we get the 9th overall pick. Sign me up. We only have to trade a 2nd. That is a done deal for me. We trade, and then Ron Holland goes to Orlando, so they trade for Ron Holland. Justin Edwards goes number, and then we can add a rookie to the team, which is also going to be nice. And I think I'll go ahead and take Amari here with this selection, or we could take Bronny, or Keelan Ware, or Alex Sarr. Which one do I want is the question. Let's go Amari. Let's go Amari here with this selection. And I think that was a W trade on draft night. Literally could not have gone any better. So Amari would have been great. I almost was, tempted to take Alex Sarr as well, but Amari, welcome to the team. We're going to sign him up. And then player options, we got Jaden Hardy accepts, and we're going to accept his. And Josh Green is a free agent, which 100,000% would bring him back. So he's the only free agent we got to worry about. I don't think we have cap space, so probably won't be doing anything too crazy here. But is there anything we could do to make this team even better? So we have Kyrie, we have Luka, Jaden Hardy, Jeremy Grant, Matisse Thybulle. We have Grant Williams, Omari, who could play right away. Prosper, I want to try to get him minutes here, but him being a 69 overall just makes it really hard. And then Derek Lively, I'm hoping from a progression from him, but I don't know if I can bank on it, so we'll see. I definitely still want to be able to get him minutes, but I saw one guy that I think makes a lot of sense in the team, and that's Jose Alvarado on a minimum. I mean, you really can't beat that. Backup point guard who plays a little bit of defense, definitely can't beat that. So I like that idea. And then probably is going to be bringing in Josh Green. That might be our offseason, or he could sign a center as well. Won't be bringing back Seth Curry. Don't think it's going to be necessary. So Alvarado will bring him in. Josh Green, I'm going to sign him to his deal. 4 years. Think that seems kind of fair. So Josh Green, bring him back. Really good role player. So bring him in. And then backup center, that might be necessary. Isaiah Hartenstein, Larry Nance, either one. You really can't beat either. So I'm going to go with Isaiah Hartenstein. Again, I would love Derek Lively to just boost up to an 80 overall, and that's not a problem, but I just don't know if I should bank on that, especially after we just were so bad in year one. So player progression, moment of truth. You got Luka going up, Kyrie is up, Wendell Carter's up, Jeremy Grant is down, Hardy's up, Grant Williams is up, Alvarado, Isaiah Hartenstein, Thybulle. And then did Derek Lively go up? He went up to a 75, so that's actually good. I love to see that at least. Prosper's not moving. Again, I think he'll be able to play potentially right away for Dallas, but him being 69 overall just makes it so hard for me to play him. Amari, I mean, I want to get him minutes as well, so definitely very cool to see Derek Lively go up in overall. Not gonna lie, I kind of regret signing Isaiah Hartenstein now at this point, because I think I want to get Derek Lively minutes, but I just didn't know if I should bank on it. So we'll see what we do. I'm not really sure how to go about that now, because I want Lively to play, but at the same time, Isaiah Hartenstein is one of the better backup bigs in the league, in my opinion. So tough decision to make. Power rankings going to land us at 10th. By the way, we did hire Dallas's former assistant coach in Steven. He was terrible in Houston, but I wonder with like Luka Doncic if he can get, maybe make things better. I don't know. Regardless, we're going to go to a 7-second system because it seems like that works. So Kyrie, Luka, Jeremy Grant, Grant Williams, Wendell Carter, Jaden Hardy, Isaiah Hartenstein, Jose Alvarado, Josh Green, and Matisse Thybulle. So that leaves Omari and Derek Lively out of the rotation, which I feel absolutely horrible about. Really do. Proficiency, we're a 4-star 7-second. So at this point, it is what it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it the way it is right now. I still use the mentorship things for Lively. And also, so let's go Derek Lively mentored by, I mean, we don't really have a veteran to mentor him, but we'll just throw something at him. Like Jeremy Grant, I guess, can mentor him or whatever. So we'll go something like this, volume shooter. Lively shown some 3-point upside. And then Amari, you could be mentored by Kyrie, I guess. Something like that. Pro touch, agent 3, and catch and shoot. I don't know. We're going to go with that. Let's go ahead and celebrate this season, hoping for a better record and hoping we're in the playoffs this time, because last year was pretty embarrassing. At the end of this season, we finished up as the 6th seed in the West. We're going up against Denver in round 1. It's better than last year. Obviously, we were a lottery team, which is nothing we wanted to see. But 23 from Luka Doncic, 20 from Kyrie Irving, 15 from Jaden Hardy, 13 from Grant Williams, 12 from Jeremy Grant, and then 10 from Wendell Carter. And you had 10 from Isaiah Hartenstein with 7 rebounds and a block. 9 from Josh Green, 5 from Alvarado, and then 3 from Thybulle. Derek Lively, I think what I'm going to try to do is trade away Isaiah Hartenstein this offseason and give Derek Lively the full-time backup center role. Unless we win a championship here, then, well, I probably won't end it on that note still, because we've only been doing 2 seasons. So, but I doubt we win a championship here. It doesn't look like that's going to be happening. So, Denver has Jamal Murray, KCP, Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, Jokic, James Wiseman. So, nice backup center for them. And then Hamdou Diallo. Let's see what happens, man. Somebody current round against Denver, and we are going to sweep them. So we get rid of them, and now we get Houston, which is Steven's former team. Obviously, they have Fred VanVleet and also Dylan Brooks here somewhere. Very good team in Houston. I don't know if we beat them, but you never really know. Let's see what happens. Somebody current round, and we are going to be up 3-2 on them. Now, can we beat them in 6 and get to the conference finals? We're not going to be able to do that, but we could maybe beat them in 7 and get to the conference finals here. So let's see what happens. All right. We have the lead right now, but it is a close game, and they've taken it a couple times. So if we can hang on to this lead, we have our ticket to the conference finals. 10-point lead with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. We're in the conference finals, ladies and gentlemen. 30 from Grant Williams, worth every penny. Having a 30-point game, shot 8 of 14 from 3, needed that in the worst way possible, but now we run into the Thunder. So the Thunder, it's not going to be easy to beat them. Shea, Giddey, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Jalen Duren, Chet Holmgren. Game 1, they're up 1-0, beat us by 25. Game 2, up 2-0. Game 3, we do win. Can we even it up? Make it a 2-2 series? We can. We're not done yet, boys. We are not done yet. Game 5 in Oklahoma City. If we can come in here, win Game 5, then we have a huge advantage here. Now, we did have the lead for a second, but now we made it a close game. 7-point game with, okay, I think we got this. Unless we blow it at the end, we do beat them in Game 5. So just like that, all we need to do is win Game 6. And we're in the finals. Does it happen? We're in the NBA Finals, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the NBA Finals, and we get to play Trae Young and the Hawks. So Trae Young versus Luka Doncic. As we know, these two will be tied together forever because they were traded for each other on draft night. And now they get the chance to play each other in the finals. Who is going to come out victorious? Let's see what happens. Game 1, they're up 1-0. Game 2, 2-0. Game 3, can we even it up? No, we're not. We're down 3-1. Damn, okay. Atlanta is one of those teams that just is so annoying, man. I don't know why they're this good in 2K. It's actually quite stupid, but we know it's a problem, and it's been a problem since the trade deadline, and we are going to win Game 5, so we don't go away just yet. Game 6 in Dallas, we can force a Game 7, and then it's anybody's series. So we have the lead right now, but we blow it, and we keep it. It's a 3-point game, back and forth game. Please hang on. Please get the lead back. Get the lead back. It's not looking good. So we're going home in 6 games. Unfortunately, we're down 4 and 112 to 108. So that's definitely really unfortunate. We got all the way to the NBA Finals, but fell short of our goal. So that sucks. Retirements, Russell Westbrook, DeRozan, retiring. Draft lottery time. Let's see what's going on here. Orlando with the #1 overall pick. I need to send my pick to the Knicks because that pick is finally going to convey because it did not fall into the top 10. So we'll go ahead and send that over to the Knicks. But other than that, I will be maybe looking to see if there's anything else we can do. I think I'm going to trade away Isaiah Hartenstein by default, even though he did nothing wrong. I'm just going to do it because I want Derek Lively to play. That's the majority of the story. So I'm going to send Knicks that pick, and then let's go straight to player options. So player options, let's see what we got. We got Derek Lively, Prosper, accept both of those, of course. Qualifying offers, Jane Hardy, Jose Alvarado. We can definitely have interest in bringing both them back. And then free agency, we have, let's see, Jaden Hardy is a free agent. That's about it. So not a lot of money to spend either, which is to be expected. But I am going to go ahead and unfortunately trade away Hardenstein. I'm going to give Derek Lively that backup 5 role. And if we can get like a first or 2 for Hardenstein, sounds good to me. I'm not really looking for a player. The Knicks want him back. You know what? I'll send him over to the Knicks for a lottery protected pick in 2 seconds. Done deal. Hardenstein is back in New York. And we have Derek Lively can step up as the backup 5, which I'm hoping. Hopefully that works out. Amari could be the backup 4, which will be fine with me. And then that'll work. So backup, who was our backup 4 originally? I don't even remember this point, but I'm going to get Jaden Hardy back and then we should be good. So let's just make sure we get Jaden Hardy back and we're going to go into next year. I mean, there is still a potential move we can make, but Hardy's going to ask for an absolute bag. And you know what? I'm going to give it to him. So Jaden Hardy will bring you in. And I think that's going to be our offseason, right? Alvarado potentially as well, but Kyrie, Luka, Hardy, Jeremy Grant, Josh Green, Thibault. You have Grant Williams, Omari, and then you got Wendell Carter and Derek Lively. So, I mean, I guess if there was any other thing I would do is maybe to get like the best center I could possibly get. Wendell Carter's great and all, but if I can get like a better center, then I guess I should probably go for it at this point. So I didn't go ahead and get a different center, at least not yet. I'm just going to roll with what we got. We made it all the way to the NBA Finals last year. I won't rule out the idea of making a big addition at the trade deadline to try to just maximize our potential of winning a championship. I think this is going to be the last season. At least I'm hoping so. It kind of depends on how these next playoffs go. But power ranking lands at 10th. Proficiency is a 4-star, 7 seconds. And right now, this is a rotation. So I freed up room for Derek Lively to be the backup 5, which I'm very happy about. And he's still not playing. I mean, I'm throwing Derek Lively in there over Thibault at this point. I want Lively to play. Definitely want him to play. So something like that. Luka, Kyrie, Jeremy Grant, Grant Williams, Wendell Carter, Jaden Hardy, Alvarado, Josh Green, Derek Lively, and Amari is going to be our rotation. Like I said, at the trade deadline, if there is a trade we can do to maximize this team, I'm not going to rule it out. I think we got to try to look around the league, see if that's there. But I will see you guys in the playoffs if I don't stop at the deadline. So at the trade deadline, we're making a move. I'm trading Wendell Carter and Thibault and that lottery protected pick we got in the Hartenstein trade over to the Cavs to get Jarrett Allen, also getting Osman as a throw-in. But this is a center upgrade we're looking for. 16-9 right now with the block from Jarrett Allen. I think we need it. So Carter, thank you for your services, but we're going all in here. We are 31-23 on the season right now. Jarrett Allen just gives us a better center down low. So I think that was definitely what we needed. So just like that, that's the big addition we're making, and we're gonna roll with it. So hopefully that works out. We shall see if it does. Let's keep simulating. Hopefully with Jarrett Allen coming in, we're gonna, you know, maybe be a little bit more over. We're 8 games over 500 right now. I would love nothing more to be, you know, be able to finish up as a top 3 seed in the West. At the end of the season, we got exactly what I was wishing for. We got the first seed in the Western Conference. Bringing in Jarrett Allen just absolutely maximize everything here. So 22 from Luka with 10 assists. One thing that's also awesome is Luka Doncic hasn't had to carry. He's got a lot of scoring help all around him, which is great. Grant Williams with 15, 14 from Hardy, 13 from Jeremy Grant, 12 from Josh Green, 6 from Amari off the bench, 5 from Alvarado, and 4 and 5 from Derek Lively off the bench as well. So in round 1, we draw the Los Angeles Clippers. As we know, these two teams have matched up quite a bit in the past. This is a definitely a different Clippers squad. No Kawhi, no Paul George. Instead, it's Mitchell and Chris Middleton as the 2 top guys on this team. They also have like Wiseman, Vanderbilt, Landry Shamet. I mean, it's a solid team, but we didn't come this far to lose to them in round 1. Somebody current round against LA, and we are going to absolutely sweep them. And the Jazz take care of the Spurs. Thank you, Jazz, because San Antonio is one of those teams when you go further in the future, they start to get really hard to beat. Utah, kind of the same thing. They brought in Julius Randle. They definitely love their forwards. So Julius Randle, Markkanen, Walker Kessler, Ochai Agbaji, Looney, Hendricks, Bryce Sensabaugh, Darryl Holmes, and then Andre Drummond. So a very, very tall team in Utah, I will say. We'll see how this goes. I'm expecting to beat them because I just think we're the better roster, but you never know. It's only current round, and we once again sweep the Utah Jazz. So we're 8-0 in these playoffs so far, which is fantastic. And now we get the Thunder. We have Shea, Giddey, Ian Jackson, Sadiq Bey, Chet, Jalen Williams, Justin Edwards, Zach Collins, and Derek White. We were able to beat this team last year, and we're up 1-0 again, up 2-0. Okay, they win 1. I was about to say, are we about to just absolutely sweep everybody? But no, they won 2. So it's an even series now. Game 5 is a big one. I cannot afford to lose to the Thunder here. Please take care of business. It's not looking good. Unless we come back at the very end. We're kind of squeaking in there. Can we take the lead? We do, but we let it back. Man, I thought we were about to steal like game 5 out from under them. But game 6 in Oklahoma City, I should say. All we got to do is win this one. Take them back to Dallas. Take care of business. Come on, baby. Hang on to the lead. Hang on to the lead. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah, we're going to game 7. All right, 122-100. Game 7 in Dallas. Got so close to taking care of them, and we're blowing them out in the first quarter. Keep that lead. Do not let off the gas pedal. Do not let off the gas pedal. And we are going to, I think, the NBA Finals. It's looking good. And we are going to the Finals. And once again, we run into Trae Young and the Hawks. So round 2 of this, Hawks versus Mavericks. Now, I think they had Murray last year. I don't remember, but they replaced him with Gary Trent. They have Hunter, Patrick Williams, Clint Capella, AJ Griffin, Gruba, Tata Washington, and Jalen Johnson. Well, we'll see how this goes. Game 1, 1-0. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, 2-1. Go up 3-1 on Atlanta. Come on. Here we go. Another game 5. All right. Please take care of business. Do not lose to Atlanta. Take the advantage here. Do not go down. It's looking good unless we blow it. Unless we blow it, it's looking good. And we are going to win game 5. 147-121. Game 6. Do we win it? Yes, we do. Let's go, baby. We won a championship. I think I've been in a little bit of a drought. I think the last 2 or 3 videos, I've got to the finals and fell short each and every time. This time, we take care of business. We get Luka Doncic and the Mavericks a championship. So, I'm ending it off on that high note. Kyrie at 34 years old gets another ring as well. So, W's all around. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see what happens with Dallas. I wouldn't be surprised if they're not done making moves. I feel like the Thibault thing, if they don't get him, maybe they turn their attention to someone else. Not totally sure. Maybe they trade JaVale McGee for something. I don't know. But thank you guys for watching as always. This Crushables. See you on the next one. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.